Hello, Digidestin, and welcome to the King's Court. Okay, so let's just cut right to it. I am super excited about the new Koromon that was just revealed yesterday, but also I had a feeling this was gonna happen. I told Chandler Michael I'll do the video tomorrow because I just know they're gonna also reveal the new Agumon too, and they did. So I'm gonna go over both cards in this video and give my thoughts on how usable I think these cards are in the deck, but also I'm gonna give some thoughts on some other cards too that I think are just gonna be even better now. So pretty much that's basically it for the intro. So if you're a new viewer, thanks so much for clicking on this video, and if you're a returning viewer, hi, how you doing? Let me know in the comments what do you think of these cards. I think they're really good, and I'm just super excited. So let's get to it. So the first new one is I want to talk about is obviously the Koromon. Now, first off, before we talk about how good this card is, gotta go over that artwork. This card's artwork is just sick. Not only is it cool that it has Agumon too, which is I'm a little surprised the Agumon it's not black virus Agumon. Well, kind of surprised now that I think of it. It's kind of a little strange, but oh well. Still really cool. But in the background, first off, this looks like something from that movie Predator. Anybody else see that? Holding the skull and everything like it's a victory trophy or something. And you could tell that that's actually, I've seen some people having a little confusion. That's actually Black War Greymon, not War Greymon holding the skull. Because, first off, that doesn't really make sense with War Greymon. Its, personality being the more, like, justice of the two and all, vaccine and all that. You could tell also because the eyes are yellow. Black War Greymon and Guilemon's eyes are yellow, but War Greymon's eyes are blue. So, just wanted to clarify that. Okay, so let's go over how the card works. Alright, all turns, once per turn, when attack targets change, draw one card. Okay. Immediately, this is the best new Black Koromon. Someone actually in our community tabs, when I posted this, talking about this new card, actually brought up a really good point. Not only is this a really good card for the I guess you call it like War Greymon tribal deck, but this is also a really good card for a generic black Digitama for a lot of black decks because there are other black decks that focus on changing directions, like what's it called? That one that's linked with Alphamon, the I forget Oryukin or something. I don't know that dragon purple black deck that focuses on like collision. This card could be used in that deck honestly. So anyone who plays that deck, I'll leave a picture of it. Food for thought. So obviously this Koromon is definitely going to be used, and I love how they're really playing into the whole changing attack targets to really activate the effects because already we've been going in that direction for a while, but now this card makes it even better because the problem with the other black Koromon, it's okay, but getting an extra 1,000 is really not that big of a deal, especially since thanks to the structure deck tie, the Yuko, and now the new Guilemon and the new Black War Greymon Ace when we get it in September, all boost its own DP. So there's really no point in have that extra 1,000. Plus the fact that honestly that's just the issue with this card. I mean the deck when you're not playing the red version, this is not a lot of draw power, but now we got that extra draw, which can really help with our hand size. Another thing I wanted to bring up too is the fact that this card is used during both turns, so you could easily just use your Digimon right over your opponent's, draw a card, and you could do the same thing when your opponent attacks, blocks, draw a card, and shoot. If you're using the promo Gaio, you can even trash your security now too. Shoot, actually, something I forgot to bring up. Essentially, you could really trash 4 security from your opponent now. Think of it. You could literally use the new Metal Greymon they're going to be getting, the EX1 or EX2 Guilemon, trash another security, and then, well, first you go into, obviously Metal Greymon X, then you play that Guilemon, trash security, and then you go into your promo Gaio, and when you get any good attack, and you could use during your opponent's turn your Metal Greymon X to trash security as well. And if you use your promo Guilemon's ability, you could honestly, theoretically, get rid of all their security and you're ready just to go for games. So, and the fact that we can use this card now to even draw on top of that, it just makes it so much better. So, immediately, I am excited for this card. Another reason I'm really excited is because that's been the issue right now. The black Agumon X card is really good, especially since it lets us search tamers. Because one of the problems we're having right now is the fact that BT12 Agumon doesn't let us add Yuko to hand. So unless we're using defense training or we get lucky and a copy of Yuko is in the security, or we have to really rely on Agumon X, which isn't really a bad thing. But the problem is you can't Digivolve Agumon X on top of a red Koromon. But thanks to this card, we can just Digivolve on top of this one. So I am just super excited now because that's been an issue I've been having lately. I tried using the purple green Agumon X because it does let you Digivolve on top of Koromon for free, but it misses that protection because Agumon X gives you the same protection that Greymon X gives you. So speaking of Greymon X, I'm really excited to talk about that card too because the new Agumon kind of leads into that. So let's go to that one next. The new Agumon. Now, really quick, just like I always say, gotta appreciate that artwork. That is sick. That like street, almost like he's ready to fight kind of aesthetic. This is just really nice. I don't know, kind of reminds me of something from Street Fighter. I think I just had Street Fighter on the mind lately, probably because of that new swimsuit thing, that new Chun-Li. But anyways, uh, in all seriousness, this card I think actually has a place in the deck because it is really nice. Okay, so first let's go with the effect. Well, really quick, level 3, black, red. That's actually really good, too. Let's see. Digivolve some Koromon for free. Alright, nice. Start your main phase. You may return one virus trait Digimon card with Greymon in its name from your trash to your hand. All turns, this Digimon gets plus 1000 DP. Okay. Now, immediately, this makes us not... We do not need the old Koromon anymore. 3000 DP during either player's turn is nuts. Because that's the thing when you use like decks that like to block, that use blocker or redirect like black. If you're still using Black or Greymon X, you want to maximize your Digimon's DP as much as possible during your opponent's turn, and there aren't a lot of cards that permanently give your Digimon extra DP during both players' turn, but this card does. So that's really good. The effect too is actually really nice as well, because some of our best cards are actually Virus Greymon cards. Obviously, the big one, not Blackmore, well, him too. Greymon X, our Virus Greymon X, is still at 1. I'm really, really hoping that with all these new cards being revealed to sell the set, that they're going to unlimit the card and put it back to 4. I'm really having my fingers crossed. Let's hope so, right? It's been, 3 years at this point? Hopefully. But anyways, you could, if it's in your security, or if you already used a Digimon that I don't know that managed to get attacked over or minus DP'd enough or something, now it's in the trash. You could use this card to get it back. So I think that's really good, especially since if you think about it, imagine the problem does come from it's not an on play effect. I think that would have been a little bit better, but the fact that we can use Structured Egg Greymon to basically bring this card out from our hand or the trash, I think is actually something that can be done. So I think this card can be used. I'm thinking maybe a 2 of, but we gotta wait for these cards to come out first, then we gotta start playtesting. So hopefully, I'm really hoping this card is good. It sounds good. It's like one of those cards that sounds really good, like theoretically, but in practice, we just gotta see how it works. So I like this Agumon though. I think it's pretty good. So that's actually both the new cards we got revealed so far: new Koromon and new Agumon. So someone I wanted to bring up that I discussed a little bit about in the previous video I did, talking about the new Metal Greymon and Greymon card. A couple cards I think that could help. I think one is this 2-drop tie that if you use blocker, you can use this to unsuspend your blocker Digimon. I've actually been playtesting that card and it's really good. I actually like it. So I think the fact that the deck is now going towards more of a blocking slash redirecting sort of thing, I think it could really be usable more. So I'm probably gonna try to get some gameplay recorded over the weekend to show how good this card is, because I think it's really good. But that's discussion for a different video. So like I said before, if you've been this far, let me know what you think of these cards. I think they're really good. The Koromon, easy 4 of. And the new Agumon, I think maybe a 2 of. Hard to say right now. But hopefully these just really help the deck. I know the Koromon definitely will. So, if you made this far, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, hit the notification bell, and I'll see you in the next video. Have a great week. Take care. Bye.